Hello everyone, Lengye Kukamsang. So I wanted to continue with this series of short videos on spelling different words in Tibetan, and I wanted to choose a very nice Dharma term that I think exemplifies a very unique spelling phenomenon in Tibetan writing. Okay, so we'll see what that's like with this example. So let's just go right ahead and start spelling it. So we have our first syllable here, okay, and the first letter of this first syllable here is the root letter, is the main letter. Again, we know this because there's this vowel marker, right? So as soon as you see a vowel marker, then in that column you can identify what the root or main letter is, right? The primary sound that gets pronounced in the syllable, right? So our root letter here is cha, right? Cha. So cha, naro, okay? Cha, naro, cho, okay? So because of the naro sound, then it gets an o sound, just like that. Cha, naro, cho. Okay, so that's how you spell it out. And then we go to the suffix, right? The suffix is the letter that comes immediately after the root letter, okay? And the suffix here is sa. Now sa is a very unique suffix because it oftentimes alters the pronunciation of the vowel sound, and it's also itself silent, right? So when we have sa and also da, this da as a suffix, right, they can alter the vowel sound and they will be silent themselves, okay? But they alter the vowel sound in the exact same way, okay? So that's an important rule to remember. So here the sa will change this o to like an sound, right? And like the umlaut sound. So it basically gets spelled out and then pronounced cha, naro, cho, sa, chu, okay? And chu is a very important word. We'll see. And then we go to the next syllable here, okay? And in the next syllable, we start off with the prefix da, okay? And we know that da here is a prefix. Da is one of the prefixes, and it precedes the root letter. We know here that the root letter here is ba, right? Because it has a kiku, a vowel marker over it. So that tells us right away. It has both a vowel marker and it has a subscript, right? So that really helps us to identify what the root letter is. So these kinds of rules are important to memorize if you want to be able to read proficiently in Tibetan, okay? So we start off reading our prefix as we spell out the syllable here, right? So da, o, right? When we spell out the prefixes, right, then we always add that kind of o sound in the spelling, but that doesn't get pronounced in the end, right? So it's just how you spell it out in Tibetan. Da, o, right? That tells you it's a prefix, okay? Now this letter here is a ba, technically, right? It's the letter ba. However, this is why this is a very good example for spelling, is that when ba is preceded by the prefix da, okay, it loses the ba sound and then it gets a wa sound, okay? It gets a wa sound. So we actually have to pronounce this like a wa, okay? So dao, wa, okay? And then we go down to this yatag, okay? A lot of letters have this yatag and they get various sounds because of that, okay? So when we have this da prefix, okay, followed by ba, then it becomes wa, but then because of the yatag, then it actually gets a ya sound, okay? So dao, wa, yata, ya, okay, kiku, yi, okay, and then this is followed by the nga suffix, okay, and then the sa post suffix. Okay, so the nga suffix will get pronounced, but the sa post suffix, just like the sa suffix, does not get pronounced itself. Okay, it doesn't alter the pronunciation here, right? So then the sound actually becomes, as we spell it out, dao, wa, yata, ya, kiku, yi, nga, sa, ying. Okay, ying is the final sound that gets pronounced in that syllable. Okay, so then we have chu, yin, ying, okay? And chu is a very important word in Tibetan Buddhism because chu basically means dharma, okay? And chu itself can have many different meanings depending on the context. It can mean like just the teachings or the religion but it can also mean, for example, like phenomena. So here it means more like phenomena, right? And then we have ying here, and ying means like space or sphere or expanse. It gets translated in various different ways, but basically means something like that. Okay, so chu ying means like the expanse of phenomena. Okay, which in Sanskrit this is called dharma dhatu. Okay, actually ying is not a direct translation of dhatu, right? The direct translation into Tibetan for dhatu is calm, right? But for some reason the Tibetan translators decided to go with ying here instead of calm, so that's kind of interesting. So chu ying basically just means the state of emptiness, right? The empty nature of all things, right? So this is a very interesting word and has a very interesting spelling and pronunciation style. So I thought this was a very good example to give to help illustrate how to spell out words like this in Tibetan. Okay, so I hope that really helped you out a lot, and I hope that you found this interesting, and please continue to review these words and practice your spelling, because it is super important and very interesting and very nice way to learn about Tibetan language and more about Tibetan Buddhism. Okay, thank you very much. See you later.